Oh, Tashi Dele and hello to all the Chag Center in Tasmania, Venerable Lindy and SPC director, all the committee members, and all the Dharma students there, and the supporters, and in particularly greetings and hello and much rejoice to all the Omani Pemihong retreat participants for 2020's Saka Dawa money retreat that organized by Chag Center in Tasmania. Venerable Lindy requested to say a few words in relation to this retreat. So first of all, I just want to sincerely, wholeheartedly from the depth of my heart, I want to express immense of gratitude to each and every one of you who will be participating in the money retreat recitation of Mani Padme Hum on behalf of numberless sentient beings, because it is extremely beneficial for the liberation of all the 6 realm sentient beings from the oceans of samsaric suffering. And at the same time, immense of rejoice your effort, your time, and the commitment, and in particularly, to participate in Omani Pemihong retreat, in particularly during Saka Dawa, which the man is so powerful, so blessed. Buddha have chosen 3 important deeds to perform in Saka Dawa month. Regarded on the 8th, Buddha chose to perform the deeds of being born in the southern world. Then on the 15th, Buddha chose the day of enlightenment, as well as Buddha also chose the man of parinirvana. So therefore, it is a very important day in Buddhist calendar, and most importantly, due to the Buddha's blessed month, in particularly on the enlightened day, on the 15th, whatever accumulation of merit that we conduct, any virtues through our body, speech, and mind, like such as cultivation of loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, wisdom, recitations of sutras, practices, and like such Omani Padme Hum, and physically, engaging in limbs of practices like prostration, making offerings, etc. Every form of gathering of virtue or accumulation of virtues, the merit multiplied 100 million times, as stated in the Vinaya text, the treasury of the quotation and the logic. So therefore, and this is Jabja Lama Sopa Rinpoche again and again emphasize how important for us to perform extensive practices during Buddha's blessed occasions. So so for me to know that so many of you who is participating in this retreat, and those of you who is watching this but not yet committed to participate in this money retreat, then I think it's wonderful and most meaningful to do so. Even one may not have much time to recite the Om Mani Padme Hum, but even able to recite just few malas, that also will be a great contribution to your own spiritual development, as well as to the happiness of numberless sentient beings, and to the peace and harmony of the world. So therefore, strongly encourage as many people as possible to participate in such practices. So yeah, so you see, how this six-syllable mantra, benefit the 60 lam sentient being. The mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. The syllable Om represent or it is antidote to purify this suffering existence of God realm. Then syllable Ma, the green syllable Ma, that purifies or act as antidote to purify the suffering of demigods. Then the yellow or the goldish or the yellow syllable Ni act as antidote or purifies the suffering of a human being, such as suffering of birth, suffering of aging and sickness, and suffering of death. Then the syllable, blue syllable Pe, Om Mani Pe, it acts as an antidote, and it purifies the suffering existence of animal realm. Then the syllable Me, the red color syllable Me, it purifies the suffering existence of the hungry ghosts. Then syllable Hung, the blue Hung, the dark blue Hung, act as an antidote, or it purifies the suffering existence of hell realm. You see, so just from the power of the syllable mantra alone, it has an immense power to help the 60 sentient beings to purify the karma and the suffering and actualize liberation from it. So you see, so one individual accumulating this mantra, one directly, helping 60 samsaric, numberless 60 samsaric sentient beings to be free from suffering, directly, contributing in conditional causes 60 numberless sentient beings to elevate from entire oceans of samsara and its causes, and to actualize, path and towards liberation and enlightenment. You see, so like that. When it comes to the meaning of the six-syllable mantra, syllable Om has 3 letters, R O Ma, that represent, there's 2 representations. When you pronounce it, when you read, when you see this mantra, when you reflect on this mantra, Om, the mantra, this 3 syllable represents the basis, the 3 body, speech, and mind of oneself, as a basis where the purification will take place. This syllable Om also represent the resultant stage of one's purifications of these three bases, which is the enlightened body, speech, and mind of your resultant Buddhahood. Then money refer to jewel. The money meaning when it comes to the path towards path that which act as an antidote to purify the obscuration to nirvana and obscuration to omniscience, and lead through the stages of higher qualities in the path, actualizations of the wisdom and method, and eventually fulfill the ultimate goal of the Dharmakaya and Rupakaya of your resultant enlightenment, which is the wisdom and which is the method and wisdom. So money, which is referred to jewel, the money referred to the method aspect of the path, such as loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta. Padme refer to the wisdom aspect of the path. Padme is referred to lotus, like a lotus born in the mud but unstained by the mud. Even the lotus you dip into the mud, it will not stain by the mud. Similarly, the wisdom realizing selflessness of person, wisdom realizing the selflessness of phenomena, or in another word, the emptiness wisdom. When you use emptiness wisdom as a tool to clean, the dirt, the obscuration, the obstacle, to nirvana and to omniscience, the delusions and defilements, it will not sunk or stuck into the the defilements and delusions and the karma. It will always remain as a opponent or the direct antidote to the negation. So Padme refer to the wisdom realizing emptiness. Padme Hung, you see. So even though one actualizes the path of wisdom and method, but then it actualizes in the practice in a separate way, then we won't able to deliver the ultimate goal. Like if we just practice altruism bodhicitta, then one won't able to eradicate the delusion and defilement, even though one accumulate much merit. But then even though you cultivate wisdom, but you don't cultivate bodhicitta, then even though you're able to eradicate the samsara and actualize nirvana or peace, but won't able to actualize state of full enlightenment, you see. So in order to actualize the ultimate liberation, which is state of full enlightenment, you need both wisdom and method, the union of wisdom and method. So syllable Hung represent the union of wisdom and method, you see. So Om Mani Padme Hum, the ordinary basis of I, Om, utilizing the path of method and wisdom, Padme, Mani Padme, in the union of wisdom and method, Hum, will actualize the resultant state of full enlightenment, Om. Okay, so by reciting Om Mani Padme Hum, it directly purifies one's body, speech, and mind. By reciting, by reflecting, by meditating, by generating faith and conviction in Om Mani Padme Hum or Chenrezig, it helps to purify one's body, speech, and mind, At the same time, it helps to develop part of method and wisdom. It also helps to union, actualize the union of the method and wisdom path. It also helps to actualize the resultant, Buddhahood within our continuum. You see, so that much powerful. You see, so it is one of most powerful method to fulfill one's own ultimate benefit, as well as the ultimate benefit of numberless sentient beings, liberation from entire oceans of samsara, and actualize temporary happiness up to the ultimate happiness of full enlightenment, like that. You see, and when we talk about the so therefore the Om Mani Padme Hum is also an essence of numberless Buddhas, compassionate energy. The deity, the deity, the numberless past, present, future Buddhas and Bodhisattvas embodiment of compassion is Chenrezig. So Chenrezig's energy, illustrate into a letter, and then that is Om Mani Padme Hum. You see, so historically, there are immense of examples, life examples, by practicing compassionate Buddha, it not only gradually lead to the ultimate actualization of the Buddhahood of Chenrezig, but even in the temporary mundane life, and that by practicing Chenrezig, by practicing Om Mani Padme Hum, bring immense of peace, bring immense of harmony within and harmony without, peace within and peace without, peace within oneself and peace with families, peace with people, peace with animals, and peace with the rest of the existence, you see. So whenever you cultivate Om Mani Padme Hum or practice Chenrezig, your attitude naturally, turn into altruistic attitude, a compassionate attitude, naturally concerning the well-being of numberless sentient beings, you see. So whoever practice Chenrezig or Om Mani Padme Hum, like in Tibetan, in the Tibetan, the kind of culture, or is very much like blessed, natural, comes in the Tibetans. Even someone who is just 3-4 years old, naturally comes in their mouth, to able to recite Om Mani Padme Hum, or to recite naturally Om Mani Padme Hum, and to express Masemje Thamje, the benefit of the Masemje Thamje, the benefit of the all mother sentient beings, you see. So that these are the blessings and effect of compassionate Buddha and Om Mani Padme Hum, like that. You see, by practicing Chenrezig, there are many stories that even shared by our most precious Guru Gyabje Lama Supa Rinpoche, that people who suffer from cancer, by practicing Chenrezig, like such as Nyungne practices, etc., cure even such a dangerous diseases, you see. Then from many stories, just to give one example, one idea, like Gelong Mapemo, that who bring about the tradition of Nyungne. She was suffered through leprosy. Then by relying on compassionate Buddha Chenrezig's practice, such as engaging in Nyungne, recitation of Om Mani Padme Hum, help her to, without delaying, without taking much time, help her to overcome the leprosy. And not only that, able to actualize state of full enlightenment within Chenrezig's enlightenment. You see, so there are many stories. And even my late grand uncle. I have two. I would say the great uncle, who is a monk, called Nima Tsiring. Then I have a great grandfather a grandfather whose name is called Nima Tsewang. You see, both are practitioner of Om Mani Padme Hum and Chenrezig. The monk Nima Tsiring is a great learned meditator. Nima Tsewang, my grandpa, Nima Tsewang is illiterate. Is a nomad who look after the cows. So Nima Tsewang, whole life he never separate from recitation of Om Mani Padme Hum. He hardly talk. He talk a little bit only. He do participate with people's conversations, people's gathering. But he keep quiet. He listen, but his mouth never stop chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, and he hold one prayer wheel. He never stop. Even he go for someone's wedding, he will still carry the prayer wheel and recite Om Mani Padme Hum. Never stop. You see, and he is living. Even though he never study Dharma teachings, like how we do, but whatever, either it could be past lives imprint, or yes, he met some precious gurus and must have received short Dharma teachings and blessings, etc. But his heart is completely nurtured in the practice of compassion. So he's so compassionate to people, and especially so compassionate to animals. So he spent most of life with the animals. So he treat animals even more, like as if more than how he treat human being. Such gentle, such lovingly. And he always recite Om Mani Padme Hum to the animals, because he never stopped reciting, and he's always with the animals. Throughout the year, he's always with the animals. So he make tune in Om Mani Padme Hum recitation, and the cows, they listen. And he play flute, especially in the winter time, freezing cold, and he let the cows to hear the flute, and the cows pay full attention to listen to him, listen to the flute. I don't know exactly what is the rhythm, but it could be something to illustrate compassion and Om Mani Padme Hum. It could be, because I don't, if I relate with the many kind of sing song, to his the tune, I don't relate any of the normal song to that. So it could be something to do with, motivated through compassion and, bring through the fluid. Could be. So anyway, is someone who is really, really, genuinely live in the practice of compassion and never be separated from recitation of Om Mani Padme Hum. So when he passed away around age 85, so he was bedridden about 1 week, and every day until to the last day he passed away, he always see that by that time his eyelids cannot open, but he expressed that so many sanghas are lining with all the different ritual instruments, like a procession, and right at the end there, a Chenrezig is waiting for him. So all these monks are like in the procession to invite him to the where the Chenrezig is. So that clearly shows that he was born in the Chenrezig Pure Land, but he's illiterate. He never really had a Dharma teaching, elaborate Dharma teaching. and just simple practice of recitation of Om Mani, never inseparable from recitation of Om Mani Padme Hum, and turning, prayer will that contain Om Mani Padme Hum, and cultivation of compassion in the heart, that make him to die peacefully. And also throughout his life, he never visited clinics, hospital, doctor. He never really gets sick in any way. Only over the last about 5 to 6 days before he passed away, he just lay down on the bed, and throughout during that period, his heart is completely filled with the vision of sanghas and vision of Chenrezig. Then he passed away peacefully like that. You see. Then as far as concerned with my great uncle, Nyima Tsering, he lived at I think around 98 or something like that. It's quite he lived very long. So one stage around age of 70, 80, around age of 80 something, he required some assistance. So my auntie used to help. Then around age of 90, suddenly he become youthful. His physical body can able to, without any assistance, he can walk, he can cook, he become a young guy, he become a young man, you see. By 80s, his whole teeth is already gone. But then around 90, suddenly when he gained the youthness, he also gained all his teeth back. Complete teeth back. Then he didn't even require attendance, so he stay alone, continued to stay alone in his retreat huts until he passed away. As another round of, new life of, youthfulness within the period of, 98 years of life, you see. So his main practice is again Nyungne, and especially, later part of his older age, he focused on reciting only Om Mani Padme Hum. So meditate on compassion, then recite Om Mani Padme Hum. So, hundreds and millions of recitation Om Mani Padme Hum, we call Mani Tung Tu. If you recite that, then say, you gain back, new teeth. So each of the teeth could be the result of, accumulating so much mantra, you see, and gaining back his health, becoming youthful, so all these are just a minor sign of the benefit, but the actual ultimate benefit is enlightenment. If this is possible to the uncle that who is, who just live a very ordinary life, and someone that who dedicate, even more effort in the practice of compassion and Om Mani Padme Hum, and without any doubt that, what kind of rebirth that he have achieved, isn't it? So then, all of you must have heard of the story of Geshelas, which is Holy Mother. She also, illiterate, and she have to, she don't have time to practice Dharma in early time. She have to take care of her children and cows, etc. Then later, when she was quite old, then she, renounced and she took a nun's vow. And her main practice is recitation of Om Mani Padme Hum, and without any doubt, she is regarded one of very intense, compassionate practitioner. So when she passed away, she reincarnated in a holy child. You see, I even met the reincarnation is in Lao Do, first time myself and one another monk went into the reincarnation's house, and I saw the reincarnation. Even the first glance, you can see the the blessing of peacefulness, calmness, compassionate. You can feel the blessing just getting near him, even in the first time like that. You see, so so there are so many other stories. It's taking too much time for you. There are so many stories, so many amazing benefits. No doubt. Even in the temporal, even within this lifetime, there's so much benefit. When we talk about the benefit of path and enlightenment, without any doubt, you see. So therefore, it's so rejoicing and so amazing that we have this opportunity to practice money retreat or money payment home, recitation or money payment home, etc. So therefore, truly rejoice and thank you very much. So take care and all the best. And from my side, I will also, accumulate as much as possible of money payment home, and do my best from my side. And I hope so many others will also come to participate and do as much as your best, during this very blessed month of Saka Dawa. Thank you very much. Take care. Tashitele. Bye-bye.